Hi, this is Mike Pettigrew, and today I have a question for you. And that question is, what do you really want to achieve in your life? This is a question a lot of people cannot answer. And it's a question I've asked a lot of people, and I've sat down with someone who has been feeling a bit lost, not sure about what direction they should be going in, and I always ask them this question: what do you really want? What do you really want in your life by the time you're gone, by the time you leave this world? What do you want to have achieved? And a lot of people aren't able to answer this question. They're not sure. This is quite understandable because life is hectic, life is very, very busy. Most people are juggling 101 different things during the week and during the day and the weekend, and at the end of the week you may be totally burnt out. You've no time to think about your future. At the end of each day you come home from work and the last thing you want to do is to be planning your future. You just want to maybe put your feet up, spend time with the kids, watch TV and distract yourself from all the serious important stuff that you might otherwise be looking at. So it's very understandable that a lot of people have difficulty answering this question: what do I really want? But unless we become really clear on what it is that we want in our life can drift. Our life can drift. And chances are we won't achieve the sort of life that we are actually capable of achieving. We won't create the life that we're capable of creating. And later on in life, this can lead to dissatisfaction and resenting oneself and blaming oneself. If only I'd done this and if only I'd done that. And at the end of most people's lives, at the end of everyone's life almost, they ask themselves these questions. Did I really matter? Did I make a difference? And a lot of people, unfortunately, they have regrets. They have lots and lots and lots of regrets. They feel that they may have wasted time. There are lots of things that they wish they'd done or done differently. There can be a lot of guilt, but it doesn't have to be that way. It definitely doesn't have to be that way. So if you're not already clear what it is that you want in your life, I invite you to start taking steps to gain that clarity. Now, a very simple, very effective way of becoming clear on what you want and finding at least your initial goals for the next 6 months or a year is to look at the things in your life right now that are causing you pain or suffering on some level. The things in your life that you're not particularly happy with and you would like to change. And the reason why I suggest you look at these things is it's very easy to turn each of those dissatisfactions into a very clear, emotionalized goal, for its opposite. So if, for example, you're in a job that you hate and the pay is very low, then you can make a very, very clear goal that by this time next year or this time in 4 months from now, that you'll be in a job that you absolutely love with a passion and that pays far more money than you currently earn. So any area of your life that's causing you problems or dissatisfaction, you can turn that 180 degrees into its opposite to create a goal that you feel strongly about. Because a lot of people create goals and some of them are very emotionalized. They really deeply care about them. Other goals, they're not so important, but it's really important to have emotion in your goals, to inject emotion into your goals, because that speeds up the achievement of them dramatically. And it acts like a forward thrust, almost like a rocket propulsion. If you want to achieve your goals as quickly as possible and as easily as possible, you need to inject emotion into them. And this technique that I've just shared with you is one technique that will enable you to create emotionalized goals. And there is another way I'd like to share with you for creating very clear goals. And it takes a little bit of work, but not very much. So I invite you to have goal brainstorming sessions where you sit down for maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour and write out all the things that you would love to achieve during your life at some point. And it doesn't matter how crazy some of them may appear, keep writing them, write everything down until you have maybe 20 or 30 things that you would like to achieve at some point in your life. You can always cross out some of them later if you feel they're not that important. But the truly important thing here is to come up with a list of as many things as you can possibly think of. And include in this list dreams you had as a kid that you gave up on, or dreams that you had a few years ago as an adult but felt, no, I won't be able to achieve that for various different reasons. I don't have what it takes, or I need to educate myself better, or I don't have the capabilities I need to achieve that goal. Write all these goals down. Okay, it's really, really, really important. So do this exercise not just once, but a few times over a week or two. And it'll help you to start seeing the goals that you gave up on in the past and the things that you would really love to achieve at some point that you may have forgotten about. And it's very easy to forget about the really important things because we are bombarded by distraction all of the time. The phone keeps ringing, we have social media, we've got TV, we have neighbors calling, and we're going backwards and forwards from our home to work, and all this distraction, everything's vying for attention. But when you set aside time to do this exercise, it will help you to start planning your life again. And when you start planning your life again, you open up, you carve a whole new way forwards in your life. But if you don't do this, if you don't become clear on what it is that you want, your life will start to drift. And then your experiences each day, the things that happen to you, and the way you react to them will determine your future. So I have another question for you. Do you feel it's just better to continue the way that you've always been? Or do you feel it might possibly be worthwhile to take time to create a new way forwards? A way forwards where you can have so much more joy, so much more excitement in your life, so much more passion, energy, vitality, and aliveness. I believe it makes perfect sense. In fact, Albert Einstein once said that if you keep doing the same thing and you expect a different result, that's insanity. That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing consistently, but expecting a different result. And that's exactly what most people do. A lot of people just keep doing the same thing, expecting things to change, but chances are they won't. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, your life may have changed very, very little unless you set really clear goals and you put a plan into action to help you achieve those goals. Nothing much changes. So I invite you to pick up a copy of my bestseller, The Most Powerful Goal Achievement System in the World. I'm really proud of this book because, as the title says, it's really powerful. People need a simple system that works and a system that gives results quickly, and that's what my book will do for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you again very soon.